10 scientifically impossible places that actually exist. Our Earth is a significant, wonderful place where we live. At the point when you're silent for a minute and truly consider it, you will agree with the pleasant scenes amazing from the range of life around us. Our land is very dynamite, but wouldn't you realize that there are still a few places out there that appeared so far from reality? It's difficult to accept that they're genuine. Believe it or not, but there are some wonderful places on Earth about which we have never even heard about. Well, today we're going to enlist 10 scientifically impossible places that actually exist. So make sure you watch the video till the end. With that being said, let's get started. Number 10. Mount Roraima. It is entirely misguided somewhere down in the Venezuelan rainforest. There is a progression of levels that sit higher than 9,000 feet off the woods floor. When looking from above, apparently the land here is in a real sense drifting in the sky among the clouds. These are called tapwees, which is one more word for mountain. The most famous of the pack is known as Mount Roraima. There are exceptionally unique personal characteristics of this all-around protected land and more than 5,000 plant species that grow here and just here. There have been a few groups to make the tour of the last decade. None of them thought of discovering any proof of that. Number 9. Hesdalen Lights. In the rural center of Norway, the lights enlighten a 7.5-mile stretch over the Hesdalen Valley. Drifting lights of white, yellow, and red cross the night sky and seem, when it's dark, and can endure any place from a couple of moments to longer than 60 minutes. These odd sparkling dreams have been seen transmitting all ways of shading, from radiant white to blue, red, or even dark. They can be just about as little as a tennis ball, or as extensive as a vehicle. And although they are ordinarily round, witnesses have seen earth lights of many patterns. The lights now and again move at an unbelievable speed and gradually at different occasions, appearing to drift in midair. This simply adds to the secret in a spot that keeps jumbling. Number 8. Boiling River. Hidden somewhere down in the Peruvian Amazon, there is a 4-mile-long stream that kills. The Shane Timpishka gets as hot as very nearly 200 degrees Fahrenheit and boils anything that enters the water alive. Tempted to dive? You shouldn't. The waters here are sufficiently hot to consume and on certain occasions kill. The boiling river is a blessed spot, and neighborhood shamans accept the waters have mending powers. Researchers have for some time been confused in clarifying this spot is troublesome. However, its ideal submerged separation points are capable, the waters being warmed profoundly underground prior to being pushed back to the surface. The boiling river positions among the biggest geothermal elements on Earth. It's difficult to accept such a spot exists, yet there is no struggling with the proof. Number 7. The Sea of Stars. Ocean of Stars' one more stunning sight on our superplanet is this one, the sparkling Ocean of Stars. It tends to be seen on the Bardo Island situated in the Maldives. In case you are accustomed to seeing stars in the sky, and in case I'm bi and large totally genuine, that is where you might want to remain. The sunsets here, the waves coming into the shore, shine a shocking blue tone, as though they're being illuminated by an ocean of stars. At the point when the water crashes, you can see the blue shade light up, making the water nearly show up as though it's electric. If you would prefer to see however many of these stars in the ocean as could be expected under these circumstances, it is proposed that you plan your outing to occur between the long stretches of June and February. Number 6. Ringing Rocks. Ringing Rocks' popular test: what sound does a stone make when you hit it with a hammer? On the off chance that you considered internally, it would be a delicate crash or possibly a banging or chipping appeal then. At that point, I'd be there as soon as possible with you. Anyhow, there's a gathering of rocks in the incredible territory of Pennsylvania that utter a unique sound. The Ringing Rocks County Park spread out over around 8 sections of land in Pennsylvania. It creates an extremely odd yet brilliant metallic thumping commotion. At whatever point you hit it with a said hammer or significantly and other little Iraq. Number 5. Lake Karachi. Placing a tour to Russia? This is a spot to keep away from no matter what. Lake Karachi's beautiful coastline is viewed as the most contaminated spot on Earth. During the 1990s, tests uncovered that simply standing near the lake for a solitary hour would probably bring about death. During the Cold War, the USSR were frantically attempting to get up to speed against the United States in a weapons contest for atomic weapons. One of these industrial facilities was situated in the southern Ural Mountains of western Russia, on the banks of Lake Karachi. While the Mayak facility was all the while running, they would dump radioactive material and waste straightforwardly into the water, not understanding the likely risks. Today, the greater part of the lake is covered by concrete, yet another is still harmful to the point that remaining close to it for an hour can kill somebody. Number 4. Bermuda Triangle. Situated in the western piece of the North Atlantic Ocean, the Bermuda Triangle is an inexactly characterized triangle between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico. As per the US Navy, there is nothing of the sort as the Bermuda Triangle. Yet, they can't clarify why airplanes and movements have disappeared around here previously. While many ships go through and business and private airplanes regularly fly around, there is an odd time when they essentially appear to disappear. Some accept the vanishings are attached to the lost city of Atlantis, which they accept lies far below the typhoon-rich region. Others accept that attractive inconsistencies might confuse areas nearby, causing crafts to become lost. The triangle is one of the most active transportation paths on Earth, and specialists believe it's to be expected that vessels are lost here every now and then. Yet at the same time, those entering the Bermuda Triangle frequently do as such with a profound feeling of unrest, the triangle legend suffering and not completely disproved. This is simply stunning. Number 3. The Petrifying Well. In North Yorkshire, England, one of the UK's most seasoned pay-to-enter vacation destinations on the banks of the Nit River. Here, not a long way from Knaresborough, a well that was said to go items to stone seemed, by all accounts, to be doing the incomprehensible. Mother Shipton, which is a much-dreaded neighborhood, was connected with a few significant occasions that have made it her business to predict specific disgusts that she asserted would occur for England's Tudor rule. Things that met its waters, it was said, would go to stone. It has since been found that the water's high mineral substance can have a freezing impact. It doesn't make for a decent story, yet it's a more probable clarification than black magic. Number 2. Rainbow Mountain. This one incidentally turns out to be viewed as the most novel and fantastic geographical element on the planet. The Osengate Mountain, for sure, also called the Rainbow Mountain, can be found in the Peruvian Andes. You can see exactly how interesting and bright this scene genuinely is with one look. The mystery here is that each shaded layer addresses an alternate mineral structure. Everything meets up to frame something that resembles something straight out of a Disney film. Number 1. Underwater Park. Close to the Hochschwab Mountains in Austria, there's a lovely park with seats and strolling trails that can be explored in midsummer and harvest time. Then, at that point, the recreation center and town of Pragos become covered in snow during the frosty winters. Come spring, there is such a lot of snow softening from the mountains and surrounding regions that the recreation center turns out to be totally lowered as the closed by Gramercy floods. Jumpers would then be able to investigate the submerged existence where extensions and seats are the home of trout and surprisingly a portion of the alpine blossoms that will start to bloom. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon so you never miss out on future uploads.